Get ready for an amazing adventure. In this video, we're going to show you 11 important things you need to quietly cut out of your life. We invite you to actively join us on this journey, share your thoughts on each topic we cover, and stick around till the end of the video. A journey of learning and growth awaits you. The next few moments are your chance to deeply reflect and better understand who you are. We believe the lessons we're going to share will enlighten and change your life. Let's get started. First point, when dealing with people who hurt you, there's no need to explain yourself to those who cause you pain. There's no need to complain, argue, or have a confrontation over someone's bad attitude. If someone has made decisions that disrespected and hurt you, even if they were someone you thought was a perfect friend, it's better to move on without seeking justifications. Stay calm and rational, focusing on your own growth. There may come a time when that person will need you and seek your support. In that moment, simply saying no is enough. And if you need to explain your reasons, do so. If this person failed to show character and broke your trust, you're not obligated to help them. So there's no need to get into conflicts or fights. The best course is to quietly remove that person from your life, as time will show the consequences of their actions. Focus on taking care of yourself and let the future reveal what's best for both of you. When we allow ourselves to move forward without the need to explain or justify our choices, we are showing deep respect for ourselves and our boundaries. It's important to remember that we're not obligated to associate with people who harm us or fail to value us. Each of us deserves to be treated with respect and appreciated for who we truly are. Thus, by choosing to quietly remove those who hurt us from our lives, we're making a brave decision for our emotional well-being and personal growth, allowing us to move towards a more authentic and fulfilling life. Second point, unnecessary goals. There will be times when you realize the importance of making choices, acting in a certain way, or staying true to your own path. Sometimes you'll need to abandon certain goals to prioritize the path that aligns best with your essence. It's completely normal for this to happen, as we don't always achieve everything we plan, and at times it's necessary to give up some things in favor of others. However, it's important to silently eliminate these unnecessary goals without broadcasting your moves to the whole world. Don't leave clues or loose information, as this could reveal your main strategy. Be smarter in this process, quietly removing less important goals and making gradual changes in your life. As the cards are laid out on the table, always proceed with discretion, protecting your plans and allowing your decisions to be guided by authenticity, seeking the path most aligned with who you are. Third point, relationships, be it friendship or romance. It's crucial not to share intimate details or vent to others about the reasons behind the end of a friendship or relationship. The intimacy shared belongs only to you and the other person involved, and others don't need to know the reasons. Nobody has the right to know about fights or terrible situations, as this can only lead to gossip and make the situation more complicated. If you feel the need to talk, have a conversation with yourself and reflect on what happened. The urge to share might indicate that there are still unhealed wounds. Therefore, regardless of the situation, the appropriate action is to analyze these behaviors quietly, without sharing with others. If you have a problematic relationship in your life, it's important to remove it without broadcasting the news to other people. Keeping these matters private and dealing with the issues internally will aid in the acceptance and healing process. Preserve the privacy and dignity of all parties involved and take care of your emotional well-being with wisdom and discretion. Fourth point, during periods of tension, avoid raising your voice in front of others and control your display of excessive frustration or anger. If you're upset, redirect that feeling towards actions that yield beneficial results. Use that energy as a driving force to advance your life goals and train your body to handle stress. contain your emotions, reflect on them, and redirect the accumulated energy into something that strengthens you. However, proceed with caution and discretion, as losing control can expose vulnerabilities during tense moments. Aim to dissipate this tension discreetly by resolving issues, fulfilling responsibilities, and using reasoning as your ally. Avoid broadcasting your difficulties. Instead, value what and who is already in your life, cultivating gratitude. Find a way to relieve emotional pressure quietly, seeking internal balance and healthier approaches to facing challenges. If you've made it this far, I ask that you leave a comment to show that you're truly seeking change. Go ahead, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Let's continue. Fifth point, avoid sharing your judgments with others about so-and-so. In fact, you shouldn't even harbor such opinions in your consciousness. Seriously consider what image you are projecting when you speak ill of someone. You could have an interesting dialogue or enrich the conversation, but instead, choose to spoil the atmosphere just to vent your negativity about that person. Please, don't do that. Don't go around declaring who you like or dislike. Learn to be diplomatic. If you don't like someone, it's possible to distance yourself from them or try to maintain a tolerable coexistence and always act intelligently. If there's a problem with that person, try to talk, dialogue, and seek a consensus. However, these opinions and judgments you have about others should be immediately discarded. As mentioned before, no matter if you like or dislike someone, always act diplomatically, showing yourself capable of adapting to the environment, changing and interacting regardless of differences with other people. Maintain a respectful and empathetic posture in your interactions, and this will contribute to a more harmonious environment and healthier relationships with others. Sixth point, avoid constantly comparing yourself to others. Each person has their own path, achievements, and successes that should be valued without reference to others. The harmful habit of comparing our lives to others can negatively impact our emotional well-being and hinder our personal growth. Moreover, it lowers our self-esteem, as we risk falling into the trap of unfavorable comparison, focusing on what we think we lack instead of recognizing our own strengths and accomplishments. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we lose sight of our own goals and desires. We get distracted from what truly matters and focus on what we think we should have or achieve based on others' standards. This prevents us from moving forward on our own journey and achieving our individual goals. By eliminating comparison, we can cultivate gratitude for our own circumstances and celebrate our own progress and growth. Remember that each person has their own unique way and individual circumstances, and comparing yourself to others is neither fair nor healthy. Each of us has different strengths, challenges, and life paths. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, it is more productive to focus on our own learning and personal development. Seventh point, conscious use of social media. Imagine for a moment that your life is a book filled with fascinating stories, learnings, and adventures. Now, think of social media as a library where millions of other stories are shared every second. Exciting, right? But here lies a subtle danger: constant comparison. As we flip through the glossy pages of these digital stories, we often find ourselves comparing our most challenging chapters with the highlight moments of others. This comparison, often unfair and unrealistic, can lead us into a cycle of dissatisfaction and envy. See how this can be harmful? With this in mind, it's essential to learn to limit our consumption of these digital stories. Imagine deciding to visit this digital library with a clear purpose. You enter, look for exactly what you need, whether it's connection, inspiration, or information, and then leave, returning to the reality of your own book, the book of your life. But how do you do this in practice? Start by defining specific times of the day to check your social media instead of getting lost in it at every moment, be it during breakfast, a break at work, or at the end of the day. This helps create a structure that prevents social media from dominating your time and thoughts. Another effective strategy is to question the intention behind each online interaction. Ask yourself, am I seeking something constructive here or just killing time? This reflection can help differentiate productive use from aimless, passive consumption. Moreover, it's crucial to recognize the signs that social media is negatively impacting your mood or self-esteem. If you find yourself feeling down after using these platforms, it might be time to take a break. Use this time to reconnect with activities that bring joy and satisfaction in the real world, like reading a book, engaging in a hobby, or simply enjoying nature. By adopting these practices, you not only protect your mental health, but also rediscover the beauty of your own story without the constant need for comparison with others' stories. Remember, each of us has a unique path to walk, filled with highs and lows, triumphs and challenges, and that's exactly what makes each story, including yours, so valuable and unique. And so, as we bid farewell to this topic, I invite you to reflect on how you can start writing the next chapter of your story today, with less influence from the digital world and more focus on what truly matters in your life. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth together. Take charge of your life with the wisdom of history's greatest philosophers. Stoicism in the 21st century is your guide to resilience, well-being, and prosperity. Turn challenges into triumphs, stress into strength, uncertainty into clarity. Click now on the link in the pinned comment and begin your Stoic journey to a life of success and fulfillment. Get your ebook today. 8th point, the pursuit of external approval. We live in a world where often a person's worth seems to be tied to others' perceptions. But today, I invite you to explore the liberation that comes from breaking free from this incessant search for approval. Imagine yourself on a stage, under the spotlight. Around you, a crowd of expectant faces, each with an opinion on how you should act, speak, and be. Can you see how suffocating this can be? Now visualize yourself stepping off that stage and entering a peaceful and serene space, a place where the only opinion that truly matters is your own. This metaphor illustrates the importance of recognizing and valuing your own inner voice above the external noise. When we base our actions and decisions on the quest for approval, we drift away from who we truly are and what we genuinely desire. It's like constantly trying to wear an outfit that doesn't fit just to please others. Now, think about the times when you felt most fulfilled and content. They were probably moments when you were aligned with your own values and beliefs, regardless of what others thought or expected. This is the essence of living authentically. But how can we practice this in our daily lives? It starts with small steps. For instance, the next time you're about to make a decision, ask yourself, am I doing this because I truly want to, or because it's what others expect of me? Learn to trust your intuition and recognize your own desires and needs. Another powerful practice is strengthening your self-esteem. Value your qualities, celebrate your achievements, and learn from your mistakes. Remember, self-acceptance is an ongoing process, and every small victory counts. And finally, cultivate relationships that support and encourage you to be your best self. Surround yourself with people who respect your individuality and encourage you to express your true essence. By freeing ourselves from the need for external approval, we open the doors to a more authentic and rewarding path. It's a path that allows us to be the true protagonists of our lives, writing our own stories with the ink of authenticity and courage. And with that, we conclude this second topic, hoping it serves as an invitation to reflect on how you can live a more authentic life, true to yourself, away from the shadows of others' approval. 9th point, the way we handle our relationships, whether in friendship or love. Relationships are like mirrors, reflecting various facets of our lives, and they bring experiences that shape who we are. But there's a delicate line here, the line of privacy and discretion. Think of a relationship as a secret garden, a place where you nurture emotions, dreams, and special moments. This garden is sacred, a space that deserves respect and care. When a relationship ends, whether a friendship or a romance, it's natural to feel pain, confusion, and a need to process what happened. However, it's essential to remember that the details of this garden, this shared story, belong only to you and the other person involved. By choosing not to divulge intimate details or reasons for the breakup, you're not only preserving the dignity of both parties, but also protecting your own heart. Sharing this information with others can open doors to misunderstandings, judgments, and worse, gossip. This doesn't contribute to healing. Rather, it can prolong the pain and create a cycle of negativity. So how can we deal with the end of a relationship healthily? First, it's crucial to give yourself time and space to heal. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, but do so introspectively. If necessary, seek the support of a mental health professional, someone who can provide objective guidance and support. Second, cultivate the habit of personal reflection. Instead of seeking external validation or comfort, turn inward. Ask yourself what you've learned from this relationship and how you can use those lessons to grow. Every relationship, even those that end, brings valuable lessons. Finally, remember that maintaining discretion and privacy is a sign of maturity and respect, not just for the other person, but for yourself. As you close a chapter in your life, do so with grace and dignity, knowing that each experience prepares you for what's to come. And with that, we conclude this third point, hoping it sheds light and perspective on how to face the end of relationships with wisdom and respect, maintaining the dignity and privacy you and the other person deserve. 10th point, letting go of unrealistic expectations. This is an invitation to an internal journey where we'll explore how our expectations can shape and sometimes distort our perception of reality. Let's start with a metaphor. Imagine your life as a grand adventure across a vast ocean. Each expectation is like a sail on your boat, helping to propel you towards your dreams and goals. However, when these sails are too large, when our expectations become unrealistic, they can steer us off course, leading us into turbulent waters of disappointment and dissatisfaction. Unrealistic expectations are like maps promising treasures that don't exist. They make us chase ideals of perfection in ourselves, others, and the situations we experience. But the question we should ask is, are these ideals truly ours? Or have they been imposed by external influences like society, culture, or even the media? To begin detaching from these expectations, we first need to recognize them. This requires honesty and introspection. Ask yourself, do these expectations lift me up or weigh me down? Do they reflect who I truly am and what I value? The next step is practicing acceptance. Acceptance of who you are, where you are in your journey, and the circumstances you can't control. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams, but rather recognizing and appreciating the process of getting there, with all its imperfections and challenges. Furthermore, it's crucial to learn to set realistic and achievable goals. Goals that resonate with your true essence and not with an idealized image of success. This also involves celebrating the small victories along the way, acknowledging that each step, no matter how small, is valuable progress. Finally, remember that the journey is as important as the destination. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, you allow life to flow more naturally and peacefully, opening up space for surprises and joys that couldn't be planned. And with that, we conclude this fourth point, hoping it inspires you to navigate life with sails adjusted to reality, appreciating the beauty of the journey with all its twists and turns and discoveries. 11th point, now entering a territory often overlooked in our daily interactions, but which has a significant impact on our well-being and the relationships we cultivate. Participation in gossip and the spread of negativity. In this segment, We'll explore how choosing to distance ourselves from these behaviors can not only improve our state of mind, but also enrich the quality of our relationships. Imagine every word we speak as a seed we plant in the garden of our lives and the lives of others. When we choose words of support, encouragement, and positivity, we plant seeds of kindness and understanding. Conversely, when we engage in gossip or negative talk, we're planting weeds of misunderstandings, distrust, and conflict. Participating in gossip may seem harmless or even a form of social connection, but in reality, it's a two-way street that leads to disrespect and devaluing others and ourselves. Moreover, by focusing on negativity, we feed a mindset that obscures our ability to see the good and positive around us. So, how can we veer off this road and choose a more positive path? First, it's important to be aware of the conversations we partake in. When a dialogue begins to veer into gossip or unnecessary criticism, try gently changing the subject or highlighting something positive about the person or situation in question. Additionally, practice empathy. Before speaking or sharing something about someone, ask yourself, would I want this to be said about me? This simple question can be a powerful guide to keeping our conversations respectful and constructive. Another important step is to cultivate a positive environment around you. Surround yourself with people who also value positivity and authenticity in interactions. Together, you can create a culture of mutual respect and support. Lastly, remember that change starts with you. By choosing not to partake in gossip and negativity, you're not only protecting your own integrity, but also setting an example for others. By adopting these principles in our lives, we can cultivate a more positive, empathetic, and resilient mindset, contributing to more genuine personal growth and more meaningful interpersonal relationships. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to be notified of new videos, and of course leave your like and comment. I'll leave 2 more videos that will appear on your screen now. Enjoy your journey of wisdom. Stay with the Creator.